1945. World War II is coming to an end. Germany is facing defeat, while Soviet troops are rapidly advancing forward. Chaos erupts in Berlin. The Nazi leadership realizes the war is lost and tries at any cost to hide its secrets and stolen treasures. Across Europe, German forces had looted enormous amounts of gold, jewelry, rare paintings, antiques, and valuable artifacts during the war. All of it was stored in secret hideouts, castles, and underground vaults. But as the front lines began to collapse, a new mission emerged: to hide these riches so they would never fall into enemy hands. That is when the legend of the mysterious Nazi gold train begins. According to rumors, during the final months of the war, the Nazis loaded dozens of crates filled with gold, jewels, and secret documents onto an armored train. Some even claimed the train carried stolen works of art and pieces of the legendary Amber Room. The train supposedly traveled toward what is now modern-day Poland, where a massive network of secret tunnels and underground facilities existed. As Soviet forces moved closer to Germany, the Nazis rushed to erase all traces of their crimes. According to one theory, the train vanished somewhere in the mountains and underground tunnels, and only a few German officers knew its exact location. After the war ended, stories about the missing train spread across Europe. Some said the train had been sealed inside a tunnel. Others believed the entrances were intentionally blown up so nobody could ever reach the treasure. But the most mysterious part is that no official proof of the train's existence has ever been found. Since then, the story of the gold train has become one of the most famous mysteries of World War II for decades. Treasure hunters, historians, and researchers have tried to discover whether the train was real or simply a legend born from the chaos of the war's final days. But the biggest question that has fascinated people for decades is this: what exactly was hidden inside the gold train? Why has it become surrounded by so many rumors and legends? It is believed that the Nazis may have transported massive amounts of gold stolen from occupied countries across Europe. These included gold bars, coins, jewelry, and precious valuables confiscated from banks, museums, and wealthy families. Besides gold, the train was also rumored to contain priceless works of art during the war. The Nazis looted museums and private collections on a huge scale. Famous paintings, ancient icons, antiques, and historical relics disappeared. Many of these treasures were never recovered after the war. One of the most mysterious parts of the legend involves the Amber Room, one of the greatest lost treasures of World War II. It was a luxurious chamber decorated with amber, gold, and mirrors. After the Nazis removed the Amber Room from the Soviet Union, it completely vanished. Some researchers believe parts of it may have been hidden inside the gold train. There are also theories that the train carried secret documents of the Third Reich. These could have included lists of officers, plans for secret operations, information about hidden treasures, and even classified military projects. That is why, according to rumors, the train was heavily guarded. Witnesses describe the train not as an ordinary passenger train, but as a heavily armored military convoy. Some claimed the wagons were completely sealed, and guards allowed nobody near them. There were even stories suggesting the train had been rigged with explosives to destroy the treasure if anyone attempted to capture it. But despite countless rumors, nobody truly knows what was inside. All information comes from witness stories, old documents, and theories created by researchers over the years. And it is this mystery that continues to make the story of the Nazi gold train so fascinating even decades after the war. But if the gold train really existed, where did it disappear? That is the greatest mystery of all. According to one of the most popular theories, the train was heading toward what is now modern-day Poland, near the town of Walbrzych. During the war, this territory was under German control, And it was here that the Nazis built a massive network of underground facilities and tunnels. The story is connected to the secret Project REICH, deep within the mountains. Enormous underground complexes were being constructed, and their true purpose remains unknown even today. Some historians believe the sites were intended to become military factories. Others are convinced the Nazis were building secret bunkers for Germany's top leadership. The tunnels stretched deep underground and were connected by long corridors. Many parts of the complex were never completed, while some passages were deliberately blown up during the retreat of German forces. Because of this, researchers believe that hidden chambers may still exist deep inside the mountains. According to the legend, during the final weeks of the war, an armored train entered one of these tunnels and was never seen again. Afterward, the entrance was supposedly sealed or destroyed with explosives. Rumors claimed that a German officer ordered the train hidden so the treasure would never fall into Soviet hands. Over time, stories from local residents began to emerge. Some claimed they had seen the train moving at night. Others spoke of German soldiers guarding railway tracks in the mountains. There were even tales about secret maps showing the exact locations of hidden tunnels. Interest in the mystery grew even stronger when researchers started examining old German documents and maps of the region. Some of these maps appeared to show unknown railway lines and tunnels leading directly into the mountains. This only strengthened belief in the existence of the gold train. But there was one major problem. The area was incredibly difficult to search. Beneath the mountains stretched kilometers of tunnels, many of them flooded or blocked by collapsed rock. In addition, there was the danger of mines and traps left behind after the war. That is why the mystery of the disappearing train remains unsolved to this day. No one knows for certain whether the train was truly hidden in the tunnels, or whether the entire story is simply a legend that emerged after the war and slowly transformed into one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. For decades, the story of the gold train was considered nothing more than a fascinating legend. But despite the lack of evidence, people continued searching for the missing treasure. Treasure hunters, historians, and researchers believed that if the train really existed, it could still be hidden underground. Every year, new theories appeared alongside old maps, witness testimonies, and supposed tunnel schematics. Many researchers traveled to the Walbersif region hoping to discover at least some trace of the vanished train. Some even claimed they knew the exact location where the train had supposedly been hidden. The mystery exploded worldwide in 2015. Two researchers announced that they had discovered an underground object resembling a long armored train. According to them, special ground-penetrating radar had revealed a strange structure near an old railway line. The news spread across the world almost instantly. Media outlets called it the greatest archaeological discovery of the decade. Journalists, treasure hunters, and tourists rushed to Poland. Many people became convinced that the legendary Nazi gold train had finally been found. Authorities quickly secured the area. The site was considered dangerous because of possible mines, explosives, and chemical substances left from the war. Military specialists inspected the region before excavations began. The search operation was carried out with extreme caution. Researchers used radar systems, thermal imaging devices, and advanced scanning equipment to examine the ground. People closely followed every stage of the excavation, hoping to see the entrance to a hidden tunnel or at least fragments of the train itself. But after some time, it became clear that no evidence of the train had been found. Excavations revealed no wagons, tracks, or treasure. Many scientists argued that the radar had likely mistaken natural geological formations for an artificial object. Despite this, interest in the gold train did not disappear. Some researchers believe the search took place in the wrong location. Others think sections of the tunnels are still hidden underground. And there are even people who believe the train was secretly discovered long ago. But the truth was intentionally concealed. Even today, treasure hunters continue studying old documents, exploring underground tunnels, and searching for new evidence of the Nazi gold train. And as long as the mystery remains unsolved, the legend continues to live on. Decades after the end of World War II, the Nazi gold train remains one of the greatest legends of the 20th century. But the biggest question still has no answer. Did the train ever really exist? On one hand, the story seems believable. During the final months of the war, the Nazis truly did attempt to hide enormous amounts of stolen valuables. It is known that German forces created secret hiding places, destroyed documents, and moved treasures to safer regions. Because of this, the idea of a secret treasure train does not seem impossible. In addition, the underground tunnel complexes in Poland are very real. Many parts of Project REICH remain unexplored to this day. Some passages are still sealed, flooded, or buried after the war. This gives people hope that unknown chambers may still exist somewhere beneath the mountains. However, historians still have many doubts. Throughout all the years of searching, not a single definitive piece of evidence proving the train's existence has ever been discovered. There are no photographs of the train, no official documents, and no verified witnesses who undeniably saw it with their own eyes. Many researchers believe the legend may have been created from rumors and fear during the final days of the war. At that time, stories about hidden treasures, secret bases, and vanished valuables spread throughout Germany. Over time, these stories became more mysterious and slowly evolved into myth. There is also another theory. Some people believe the train actually was discovered many years ago, but information about the treasure was kept classified. This only fuels even more conspiracy theories and mystery surrounding the story. And it is precisely this uncertainty that keeps the legend alive. As long as nobody can prove the truth, the story of the Nazi gold train continues to fascinate millions of people around the world. Some see it as nothing more than a myth, while others believe it may be one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of World War II, and perhaps somewhere deep underground, among abandoned tunnels and collapsed mines, a train filled with treasure is still waiting to be found.